No, Landorus. Special landorus-therian. What's life up next with landorus-therian?
Game over. Game.
Hello everybody, welcome to Rudy Games. I've been having camera issues all day. But today we are playing a game against Heel and Deal, who's a very high level person in the cap room. I think he's a room administrator, and he is my friend, and he's a really good player, and I've only beaten him a few times. I used to beat him pretty like on and off, but now that never happens. He always beats me no matter what. So yeah, he's a really good player, and he's a nice guy. He's my friend, and yeah, it's a good game. It was during a cap tournament, so yeah, let's get right to it. Okay, I said in my Mega Man trick, I try to make this a Mega Evolve this immediately because it gives me the ability to use it as a revenge cleaner and sweeper. Anyways, I'm going to bring in Colossal to bring in the Landorus because I'm expecting to take some sort of attack. Maybe not a U-turn. Probably I should have expected a U-turn, but anyways, I was too worried of Earthquake. I used Knockoff, and it did a bunch of damage to his Rotom, so that's really impressive on Colossal's side. And he does more damage, so I can't stay in and fight him, but I knew I could just do nice consistent damage to him. I think I switched Plasmanta in. No, I switched Pyro. Yeah, because Rotom can't do anything to Pyro at all. He has Lightning and Water, which Pyro is neutral to Water, but Lightning will do nothing to him. So, yeah. I think my team has a hard time with Rotom, that's why I said that in the chat. Anyways, he brings in his Tornadus, which one-shots my Pyroke if he uses Hurricane. I know I can take it. I think I can take one of it with my setup. So I knew I could get Stealth Rocks up. I think then I go, oh crap, I'm getting the hell out of here because I got hit by a little bit. I knew I'd die afterwards. So bringing Colossal, I don't know why exactly. Maybe because, yeah, he's Assault Vest. He can take a Hurricane. That's why I brought him in. But he uses U-turn, and it did way more damage than I thought. I thought this would be like a special op. I don't know what I'm saying. It's Life Orb, so it should just hurt. I just didn't expect that much damage. So I bring Colossal, and I go for Knockoff. I think I go for Sucker Punch and die. What do I do here? Yeah, I go for Sucker Punch, expecting him to use a Hydro Pump again. And that was a bad idea. I should have just gone for a Knockoff, probably. Yeah. I should have just gone for a Knockoff or an Earthquake there. Now, for Earthquake, it would have destroyed Lopunny. But this is when the mind games start happening. So I go for a Sucker Punch here, and if I would have gone for a Knockoff and a Sucker Punch, I probably would have got Lopunny so low that he'd probably die to an easy, like, Mana Trick attack. Anyways, so I do that damage, and it does a lot of damage. It does damage. Anyways, so I bring in my Plasmanta now, because I know that nothing this thing has, I don't think it has Earthquake, can deal with Plasmanta. So Plasmanta I have is a physically bulky set, so I can deal with any attack from it directly, but Colossal is the bane of Plasmanta's existence, and I can't do anything to it. I've beaten Colossals before by constantly switching and chipping them with Sludge Wave, but it just takes too long, and I don't have that with this game. He has too many offensive threats. So I switch in my Tomahawk, who just shuts down Colossal flat out. I go for Air Slash, and I think is this the part where we just fight? Yeah, he goes for a Rapid Spin, and I go for another Air Slash on him. And see, he gets rocks off my side, but I still have my rock set up. I still have my rock setter on my team. So it was kind of not the best choice. I guess he can bring his Tornadus in pretty safe. Yeah, I switched to my Tomahawk because I know... What was I going to do there? I don't remember exactly. I think that's just a bad decision. Switching in a Pyroke to a Tornadus. I was maybe hoping for a miss? I don't know. Anyways, I got Mana Trick in, and with Miss Mega Evolution, now Tornadus is screwed. Because although he moves faster than me right now, but that Intimidate, the U-turn doesn't do much damage, and something's going to get hit hard by Mana Trick. Mana Trick does so much work this game. And really, this is why I keep Mana Trick. I go for HP Ice here, which doesn't kill Rotom, but does enough damage that was his best play for sure, because anything else on his team would hate to take a hit power ice, or anything lightning afterwards. Rotom, on the other hand, can take both of them and go meh. But he was luckily low enough from my Colosoil attacking him that I was able to revenge him. Now Mana Trick can do a lot of work for me. So right here is the mind game start happening. I knew he was going to do something wacky, so I go for Hidden Power Ice, which does a lot of damage to this Tornadus. And he thought for sure I was going to switch out. See, that was the thing here. When he brought the Colosoil and he expected me to switch, which I knew at this point, if I kept doing this thing called just being safe and playing like a regular player, if I did that, he'd just outplay me and win, because he knows all the safe moves. And so this is when I get really ballsy and start going for things. But I kind of stopped doing that, I think, and it messes me up. And if I would have kept going for it, I probably could have done something amazing. Anyways, so I go for Hidden Power Ice, and he did not expect that. He expected me to switch out. And because I expected to switch out into Tomo or into Sylveon. And either way, Tornadus can do a lot of damage to either of them. So because of that, he was just expecting that, and Tornadus would have been a good switch in. Because I stayed in Mana Trick, I got a butt ton of damage on his Tornadus. Sadly, Regenerator means the Tornadus is still going to have plenty of health afterwards. But it was impressive, and it made him... He's like, wow, are you prepared to sack him? And I was like, yeah, I wasn't really prepared to sack him, but I expected him to switch from that. So this is where I start going and trying to predict what heal's going to do. And this is where the mind games are happening and where I start making wrong decisions. So I go for Hidden Power Ice here, and he knows that. That's why he switched out to Leviathan, so he didn't get his Tornadus killed, because Mana Trick is faster than Tornadus when he's Mega. So, unless it's banded, like some banded, scarfed or something. Anyways, I go for Volt Switch here, which is when I should have gone for Hidden Power Ice. Because if I would have done that, I would have done a bunch of damage to Colossal. Probably like a quarter of his health. Yeah, so I'd be able to make him revenge kill area. But I don't. But because of the fact that I was staying in so much with him, he is now forced to start playing like a regular player. He can't play predictive because he doesn't know if I will stay in or not. So that was kind of my thing there. If I can just be not able to be predicted easily, I have a chance. So by doing that, he had to go for an Earthquake there because he didn't know if I was going to stay in or not. If I was to stay in and go for an Ice Attack and he goes for a knockoff, I'll live the knockoff. It'll take a bunch of my health, but I'll live it and I will kill him. So because of that, he goes, oh crap. And so because of that, he goes for an Earthquake, which is the smart and safe play, but it brings a safe switch in for Tomahawk, which now makes him have to force a switch. Brings in his Landorus. Now, I don't know if this is the point, but this Landorus is a very special Landorus. And all my mind games I've been playing with him is nothing to this Landorus later in the game. So I bring in my Tomahawk, I bring in my Sylveon. I was worried about Stonehenge. Then I switched Sylveon back. I don't know why I really brought in Sylveon. Really? Here I should have brought in... let's see. Yeah, there was no really good switch. And Sylveon was the only one who didn't have any, like, neutral... the only one who had neutral resistances to it. Because if an Earthquake came in, he would obliterate my Plasmana. But, I didn't expect an Earthquake. I don't know why I brought Plasmana in here. Goes for okay. I don't know. I thought maybe go for a U-turn. I just brought Plasmana in thinking he'd switch out again. At this point, all my decisions are wacky because I'm just trying to throw him off. So he brings in Colosoil, and I really can't do anything to this. Do I stay in here and lose Plas? No, I don't. Okay. So I switch back out and bring in my Tomahawk because again, it's a safe switch. Colosoil really can't do anything to Tomahawk. And because he's worried about my switches now and doesn't know what's going on, he goes for an Earthquake. And I get another free switch from Tomo. Brings in his Tornadus. And I do a double switch here, don't I? No, I just go for an Air Slash. That was risky. Oh, it was a free hit. Okay, never mind, that's what it was. I just went for Air Slash and got a free hit on him. Now I bring in my Plasmana, who can take a Hurricane from Tornadus. Yeah, see, it does a lot of damage still. He can 3-shot me with it because I'm not specially defensive, I'm physically defensive. But, because of my typing, I knew I could at least be able to take 1 or 2 hits, and I know I could one-shot it with a Discharge. So I bring him a mana trick now, and the mana trick means he can't U-turn away, because that's what I expected him to do, and sure enough he does it, and he gets life orb damage, and I get a pretty free switch in. Sure, it took 20% of my health, but really not that bad. And at this point I know he's going to go for a fake out quick attack, which would kill me, because fake out and quick attack combined would have faster than me and it could wipe me out. So I go to Tomahawk right here. I forgot that I don't have my Rocky Helmet anymore, but it pretty much means that Lopunny doesn't have any way to kill me, which is really nice. Then he brings in Leviathan again. I keep my Tomahawk alive because I know I can haze away any stat boost you get. Bring my mana trick in again. Now, he has to switch out here, and this is where things get funny. Right there. And that felt so good doing that. Because of what I was doing before, predicting him bringing in ground types, he thought he's going to do it again. And so because of that, this is what I think that he was thinking. I don't mean this is actually what he was thinking. But if I go for a hidden power ice here, it would be completely negated, and Leviathan, they can set up a Calm Mind, which I think then he can take one Thunderbolt. And if he has, or if he has a Dragon Dance set as well. If he gets a Dragon Dance set, then he'll outspeed me, Earthquake me, and I'm dead. So either way, he could brought that up and got me. But I predicted that because of what my previous actions, where he would predict that I go for Hidden Power Ice and therefore go for Thunderbolt, and I get a free kill on this Leviathan, which was very, very satisfying. Yes, you see the ha. Yes, that was how I felt. Anyways, so now he brings this in again, and again, fake out, quick attack combo. Again, I can't handle it, so I have to switch out. So I bring in my Tomahawk. There's me being so happy. So, again, he goes for frustration, and that did a lot of damage. But luckily, Tomahawk is such a freaking tank that it didn't matter. And so, at this point, Tomahawk's gonna die. I roost just because I just knew. Oh no, I just roost because I knew he was gonna switch. Okay, I'm stupid. Anyways, so I do that and get my health back up for my Tomahawk, bring my Plasmanta in again because I'm pretty sure there's nothing Plasmanta is really useful against here except the Lopunny, who's already low and can be revenge killed. As long as I get the Intimidate off on her, I know I can take those 2 hits and I can kill her with any one of my attacks. So I bring in Tomahawk again. Tomahawk can also deal with Lopunny, so that's why I'm kind of fine with playing with the Plasmata. So I switch back to Tomahawk, predicting the U-turn again, and then get that. So now he brings in his Landorus again, and this is where the shenanigans start happening. This is when things go wacky, because right now I roost him. Okay, I'm going to try to take the Stone Edge. I'm going to roost right now to see if he goes for Stone Edge. If he goes for Stone Edge, did I say Stone Edge? Like Stonehenge. Stone Edge. If he goes for that, I'd be able to take it if I roosted there. If I didn't roost it, if he was banded, it would kill me, and if it was, or get close to killing me, and then if it's scarfed, he'd just 2-shot me. So basically, I would just preparing to see what I had to deal with. Lock him into a move and see if I can outplay with that. See how much damage he's dealing, if he's banded or if he's scarfed or what's going on there. But then this happens. Psychic. And not like just a psychic on a physical set. It's a full-on psychic. It hurt so much. So I'm like, what the hell? Huh? And at that point, and I also realized at that point that he wasn't scarfed or banded or anything. He had life orb, because you could see that throughout the fight. He lost some of his health. But because we were switching so much, I forgot about it. So he's a life orb mixed Landorus running Psychic, Earthquake, U-turn, and Sledge Wave. Which I'm just like, what? Huh? What's going on? I'm so confused. Luckily, that means that my mana trick is more of a threat now, because I can one-shot him with ice, and Colossal will be hurt by ice, and Lopunny and Tornadus can't handle my lightning, and I outspeed all of them, so I have that in my bag. But that just threw me when he did that. And at that point, I also got the special defense dropped, which makes it even worse. I bring in Plasmana, I have to sack something. I have to just adjust my thought process. I didn't know what was going on. And here Nitrous comes in. He's like, oh, it's the scary Lando. I was like, what the heck? And everyone just comes, like, not everyone. SHSP comes in too and says spooky. And it was spoopy, you're right. It was terrifying. But yeah. And then he was like, because I was just, after that, I was just sitting here for like, what do I do? Like twitching, and I couldn't understand what was going on here. So then I bring in my magic again because now something's gonna get hit hard. If he brings in Little Punny, hit power ice is gonna hurt. I don't know if it'll kill, but it's gonna hurt. And then I can bring in Tomahawk again, she'll have to switch out, and I can just do it again and again and again until he's dead. Landorus here will die to hidden power ice, Colossal will die to hidden power ice, and Thunderous will die to hidden power ice or lightning bolt. So in either case, his team is incredibly weak to Mega Mana Trick once I got past the 2 counters. So predict the T-Bolt. It's coming 20%. Anyways, I go for hidden power ice here. Boop. And it did, I think, it does enough. Yeah, it does enough damage that I can kill the Colossal, but I know he's going to go for a Sucker Punch. I just know it. And so here it comes, and boop, Sucker Punch, and it failed. So I can roost now and be nice and safe. He brings in his Landorus again. Oh, he earthquakes. Oh yeah. So now he brings his Landorus in, and he's going to kill my Tomahawk. But then this brings in my Mana Trick, and Mana Trick again can either, he's going to kill Colossal now, kill Landorus, kill Tornadus, or majorly damage Lopunny. So in either case, something's going to get hit. And so right here, I was able to take a Psychic, which I was happy for, and I got an Air Slash, which made this Landorus really low. So at that point, I knew I was going to die, but now look, he has 1% health. I was really hoping Life Orb would kill him, but I knew it wouldn't. But if he had died to that, I would have been the happiest person ever. But he would have gotten a free switch, and then it'd be more dangerous. So now he does this, and here is where I lose the game for myself. I might have had a chance to win, but I make the stupidest freaking mistake. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm an idiot. I'm a just retarded person here. Just brings in Tornadus. Now, at the point, remember what I said, if I go hidden power ice, something's going to die or take a humongous amount of damage. So I do Volt Switch. Think about that. If I would have hidden power ice here, something's gonna die. Okay? Something's just gonna die. Plain out flat. Maybe Lopunny won't die, but then I'll bring in Sylveon, she'll do her combo, and she'll have to switch out to do the combo again, which means I can just spam hidden power ice until she comes in, because nothing can take hidden power ice, and I outspeed everything. So that would be perfect. But I Volt Switch. So yeah, hidden power ice here. It does a bunch of damage to Tornadus. What happens here? And I Volt Switch. This is where I lose. This is where I was stupid. This is how I failed. Because if I would have gone for hidden power ice right there, or Thunderbolt would still be risky, but if I was going for hidden power ice, it would have killed him. You already saw that it did more than 60%. It did 60% of his health, 60% of his health or more. So at that point, I would have won. I just would have. Another hidden power ice. I would have got the Tornadus. I would have swept the rest of the team. Sure, I'd have to switch out and lose my Sylveon, but I'm pretty sure I would have at least gotten down to 1 Pokemon. But I failed. I Volt Switch. You can see my anchor right there. I was just so mad at this point, because now, sure, I can kill the Landorus because I have this specifically set up to take one really powerful, super effective special hit and return it with a Hyper Voice, which will one-shot it, because this is a choice specs Sylvie. So look, I was able to take that actually pretty well. But I don't know what I was thinking, because I think I still killed the Colossal here, because Sucker Punch doesn't kill me, I don't think. Yeah, no, Earthquake does. Yeah, he's outspeeds me. So at this point, I lose, because I'm smart. You see, if I would have not bolt switched there and stayed in, I could have killed this, and then he brought in his Landorus. At that point, I could switched in my Sylveon, and sure, she would die. But then he'd have to lose another. If he switched in my, if I switched in, yeah, if I switched in my Sylveon, he'd kill it, and then he'd die to Life Orb, and then I'd switch into Mana Trick, and Mana Trick with Intimidate would make sure Sucker Punch doesn't kill him, or make sure that the Fake Out Quick Attack combo wouldn't kill him. In either case, I would have killed both of these. I killed one of these or the other, and I would have sure probably died in the end because of the fact that they both have priority. But at the same time, I would have had them like way on the ropes, and because of this, I die. Right here. I go for a Sucker Punch, he goes for a Sucker Punch, because I have no non-attacking moves. I kill it, and then we're left here. He switches in the Lopunny, and fakes out me, and I lose. But you see, I would have had a good chance of winning there, because you saw I took the Sucker Punch. So in the other way around, I would have been able to take the Sucker Punch even better. No, I really took the Sucker Punch back. It was out the same, actually. But yeah, it was just detestable, really. I could have done so much better. I think I could have actually maybe even won. But that Volt Switch was like the stupidest thing I did in the world. It was so frustrating. But yeah, Heal's a really good player. I messed up so much that round, but at the same time, I felt like it was a worthwhile battle. It was very close, and it came down to me being an idiot. So, yeah. It was a great game, though, and I thought that's why I should probably post it. It was really interesting. I think I have another one from Full Picks from the same tournament. I'm probably going to post that next week. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And until next time, guys, rock your life.